is it yours that'll most remind you?
That's a good question. I think, they're pretty physical running the football, and obviously I would say probably ourselves, our own team, because, a lot of the same concepts as far as the run pass, read. So I would say from a concept-wise, I would say probably us.
Does that make them easy to figure out?
I wouldn't say that. I don't know if anyone's easy to figure out anymore. It's just about, executing what you do on defense. And in the game of this, it's going to boil down to the most amount of mistakes.
Coach, your first territorial cup, what have the coaches and the players told you about this game?
Yeah, they don't have to say a whole lot. You can just tell a difference in the intensity in practice and meetings. And, from the day that I got here, I mean, it's pretty evident that this game's rather important. That's what everyone outside the program talks about. Everyone inside the office, it's you just walk around and you can tell the importance of it. But it's like any rival game, Again, you can't get caught up in the emotions. You got to stay focused and execute and do what your coach says.
Coach Nick Wilson ran all over Utah last week. Pretty confident that your defense can stop him.
Well, I don't know what to say for Utah, but I hope that we'll be sound and in the run fits. If you look at it over the course of the last 6 or 7 weeks, we've been pretty solid in stopping the run, except with the exception of the 2 big runs that we gave up at Oregon State. So I feel confident that we can, we build every game plan around trying to stop the run and then build off of that. So it's no different than any other week. We do have to, they're very effective at running the football. They put a major emphasis on it, and then that sets up their passing game. So again, we've got a solid plan, and I feel good about the ability to stop the run. It's going to be key in this game.
You guys have been really good at getting takeaways lately. Is that just as simple as you guys are getting to the quarterback more often?
I think so. I think when you really look at it, when we do what we do, quarterbacks aren't very comfortable in the pocket. There's a lot of indecisiveness, hanging on to the ball maybe just a little bit longer than what you normally do. When you sit there and people just play zone coverage after zone coverage, we tried to defend early in the game the other day, and then we went right back to what we do. I mean, we keep having to remind ourselves, stay aggressive, and when we did that, that's when we started creating those turnovers, we started creating momentum, and again, you saw how our offense feeds off of that. It's so critical that our players on defense understand the importance of forcing turnovers, batted balls. The interception that Marcus had was incredible. But the offense feeds off of it, and everyone, the crowd gets into the game. So again, it's going to be no different this week. We got to force those turnovers and put indecisiveness into the quarterback's mind.
Coach, what are some of the challenges of defending those package plays?
Well, it's almost like offenses are playing with 12 people now. I mean, you can have everything defended as far as the run goes, and then all of a sudden the quarterback is out on air and he's throwing the ball down the field. Fortunately, it's not the first time that we've seen that. We defended in the spring, we defended the fall camp. It's about discipline. You can't lose focus in a game, and get caught up in the emotion and start, playing outside the framework of the defense. You got to stay sound, take care of your responsibility, make sure you play with great discipline. But if we'll do that, I think we have a very solid plan on it. And again, when you don't play, when you don't hang your hat on being just a zone coverage team, that those seams aren't necessarily there. You got people matched up, and we're playing pretty tight coverage most of the time. So I think that does, help us in defending that type or that style of offense.
Sure.